also had a question on if you have any recommendations when it comes to eating before sleep. That was the question, but also I can add really, really recent, literally last night, example of I have basketball workouts and I'm not choosing the time. It's just like whenever we have the workout, that's the workout. And I get home by like 10 p.m. And by the time it's been like 4 or something hours, and I usually don't really eat right before the workout, so it's probably more hours than that since I ate
Yeah,
last. So by the time I get back, I literally feel hungry or I feel like I want to eat. But that's my example.
yeah,
Um, and do you have any recommendations when it comes to whether you have done exercise before or just in general eating before the sleep?
yeah. I think it's really more a general thing, really. And the exercise might make you more likely to be hungry, but it's more a general thing as to whether you're somebody who tends to be hungry in the evening at bedtime. So there's no need to eat at that time. If you're somebody who doesn't feel hungry, you've had your dinner at a normal time and you feel fine, then that's fine. There's no need to eat at nighttime. But we do know that going to bed hungry does impair your sleep. It makes it more difficult to fall asleep, and your sleep is likely to be lighter. So you shouldn't go to bed if you're hungry, or you should do something about that hunger. The best things to eat, you shouldn't have a big meal, right? If you've got a big meal and you're bloated, it's going to cause you gastrointestinal type of upset. So, bloating, reflux, maybe um, gas and wind and things that can affect your sleep. You also divert a lot of blood flow to the gut if you have a big meal. So your body's busy digesting rather than resting and sleeping. So we wouldn't recommend a big meal, but if you're hungry, having something small just to kind of take to satiate your hunger is the right thing to do. Um, Protein is a good idea that will help you to sleep better. A low glycemic index um, carbohydrate, so something not sugar. Sugar's the worst thing. Fatty foods are the worst thing, but something starchy where the sugar is going to be released over a number of hours is fine. So something along those lines, but more a snack size of meal, and protein or long or slow release carbohydrates are the ideal thing.
Okay, so we're coming up to like more like rapid question situation because
Okay.
I want to respect your time. So follow up to the eating, is it good to drink water before sleep? For the context that the person said that sometimes he drinks water before the sleep because he feels like that could be like a good thing to do, but at the same time, it's like the thought of like, what if I have to wake up at night and go to the toilet?
Yeah. I'm really glad you asked this question because it's a really big misconception out there, actually. So um, we hear a lot, don't we, about how much water we've all got to drink, and we've got to drink water all day and all that. And actually, really, the main benefit of drinking plenty of water and staying really well hydrated is the cognitive benefit. It helps you cognitively to function well during the day. Um, but I think that we've really gone too far with this advice. I think there's very, very few people walking around these days, or at least people who listen to this advice. I think there are lots of older people who go day to day dehydrated, but very few people who are listening to podcasts, watching videos on YouTube, who are actually dehydrated through the day. Most people know that they need to be drinking enough fluids during the day. The same absolutely does not apply at nighttime. Your circadian rhythm is not just about regulating your sleep and wake, it's about regulating every system in your body. And your kidneys and your urinary system is one of those systems. So at nighttime, when you are meant to be sleeping, your kidney function is dialed right down. So your kidneys are not producing as much urine, or not meant to produce as much urine. So there's absolutely no need to be drinking a load of water before you go to bed. The thing it will guaranteed to do is wake up your kidneys, produce a load of urine, and make you pee during the night time. So there's just no need. As long as you're hydrating well during the day, I will stop drinking fluids probably 5, 6, 7 p.m., no later than that. And that's fine. You will not get dehydrated through the night if you're doing that. Your kidneys are meant to do that. They're meant to deal with less fluid overnight. There are some people, who struggle with dry mouth because of medications or because they're mouth breathers or have sleep apnea, those sorts of things. People like that, sure, keep a glass of water by your bedside, just to take a little tiny sip just to wet your mouth if you need to. But other than that, there's no need to be drinking water at bedtime. As long as you're drinking enough during the day, you're not going to be dehydrated.